4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god! Did that sound forced to you? So guys, welcome to Games and Crap Experience. As you can tell, I'm going to be talking about The Hunger Games because today is New Release Sundays, where I review a new movie that has come out in theaters this weekend. And as you can tell, today's entry is The Hunger Games. Now, The Hunger Games is based off of a book by Suzanne Collins. It's the first part of a 3-part trilogy. As far as I know, I might be wrong about that. I haven't read the books yet, but after seeing this movie, I can tell you that I will be going out and I will read every single one of these books. So yeah, knowing that this movie came from a book, I went in very skeptical because, as we know, a lot of book adaptations into movies can be just completely horrible, to name a few. So yeah, I was very skeptical going into this movie because a lot of the times when they add books into movies, they fall flat on their face. But this wasn't the case for The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games, from what I can tell, I mean, even I haven't read the books, but from what I can tell, it was a great adaptation because I loved the movie, and my family and friends who have all read the books, they love the movie, so that's a great thing in that aspect. So yeah, a little background on the plot. The plot of The Hunger Games takes place in the near future in a dystopic kind of sci-fi society. After a failed rebellion, the United States has been broken up into 12 districts, and every year these 12 districts offer up a young man and woman between the ages of 12 and 18 as almost like a sacrifice. They fight in the Hunger Games to the death, and this reminds me greatly of The Running Man and Battle Royale, except for much better plotted, because the plot in this movie is amazing. It focuses around a young woman named Katniss Everdeen, who is portrayed for us by the lovely Jennifer Lawrence. And Katniss, she volunteers because her sister, her name gets drawn out of the lottery, and so Katniss volunteers, and she must go out and fight for District 12 in the Hunger Games. And so that's essentially what the entire movie centers around. It centers around Katniss's struggle to survive the Hunger Games, while at the same time trying to keep a bit of who she is throughout this horrible ordeal. The casting was done amazingly well. Like I've already mentioned, Jennifer Lawrence, who's a beautiful girl and a great actress, but we also have a bunch of other people in the story that play their parts so well. But then you have these people who you would never think would be good in a movie like this, such as Woody Harrelson. I never would have imagined him being in a movie like this, but he does an amazing job. He plays Katniss's mentor throughout the movie, and he blew me away with his performance. I mean, he didn't give like a groundbreaking or emotionally moving performance. Just the fact that he did such a good job at bringing that specific character to life, that earned a lot of respect for me from Woody Harrelson. And as well, I mean, you have great people in here like Stanley Tucci, who does a great job as the video announcer and the game show host. He does a great job. Just this whole cast did a great job. All the other kids from all the other districts that are fighting for themselves, fighting for their lives. The costumes were done amazingly well. It set the tone, it set the setting for the movie. Nothing ever seemed really out of place as far as costume or lighting or setting or anything like that went. The camera was handled amazingly well. I mean, there were no real confusing moments where the camera would shift from one direction to shift to another. There were some struggles where the camera might have lost focus, but then it would reestablish focus from another scene or standpoint, and that kind of helped set the movie straight and get everything going along really well. And so I honestly, having loved this movie, I hope that they make the second and the third one into movies so that I can enjoy them. But I'm going to go out and I'm going to read the books, and I hope that I love those just as much, if not more, than the movie itself. So what did you guys think? Let me know. If you've read the books, did you think it was as good of an adaptation? Or if you haven't read the books, did you think that the movie itself was good? Or did any of you think that this movie was horrible and it was a train wreck? So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for my Horror Movie Mondays, where every Monday I go and I watch a horror movie on Netflix and I let you guys know what I thought about it. And I hope you guys have a great evening.
This is the time to show them everything. Make sure they remember you.
I just keep wishing I could think of a way to show them that they don't own me. If I'm gonna die, I want to still be me.
I just can't afford to think